Greetings, Acolytes. Today I'll be talking about why you should add Homebrew to your ttrpg games. Now most of you know ttrpg stands for Tabletop Role-Playing Game, with popular examples such as Dungeons & Dragons or Vampire the Masquerade, alongside dozens of others, both big and small. Now you might be wondering, SanderX, why the heck would I homebrew? The rules are right there! Because sometimes either the rules suck, and there's more to games than what's written. In the words of Barbosa, they're more like guidelines. So what is Homebrew? Homebrew refers to when you look at a rule in a game and decide you want to act differently. In other tabletop games like cards or board games, these are often called house rules. Homebrew can be anything from ignoring certain rules, changing them to suit you better, or making more. It doesn't have to be just rules either. It could be new classes, races, items, even settings that aren't part of the base rulebooks are considered homebrew. A lot of the time you're playing something homebrew and you don't even realize it. While that explains what homebrew is, it doesn't really explain why you should do it. You should do homebrew whenever you're unsatisfied with something in the base game or want to add more to it. Let's talk about the first reason though. Maybe you find a rule annoying, like how healing potions work in D&D. It requires you to spend a full action to just sit there and drink a potion. Sure, makes sense, drinking liquids, but then you have to roll for how much healing you get. That's unreliable as hell, and higher quality ones just give you more dice to roll. They barely change how much base healing you would get in the first place, meaning higher level potions are hardly any better, and they don't especially scale well later in the game. As such, it is commonly homebrewed that when you take a full action to drink the potion, you get the full healing, no rolling needed, as you're taking the time to focus on drinking the potion. As an extension of this rule, if you're using a bonus action to drink the potion instead, then you roll the dice to determine your healing because you aren't really paying attention to, what you're putting in your mouth. Homebrew is often used to fill holes that are missing, or fix mechanics that GMs find irritating. This way the game can be more enjoyable and immersive to everyone involved. To add to this immersiveness and enhance the experience as well, sometimes you have to add something entirely new instead of just modifying what's already there. This could come in the form of a new mechanic, a new item, race, class, or anything that's not really in the rulebooks. Oftentimes rulebooks have rules for homebrewing, although again these are suggestions to try and prevent you from breaking the game. In the Rogue Trader game that I play in, we homebrew a lot of the game's systems and storytelling because we came up with new and fun ways to do things. I spent months working with my amazing GM on what the stats for a railgun would be, which is mirrored by in-game years passing for research and development. Homebrew can be an amazing way to spice up your worlds and games if implemented correctly, and that leads to some of the issues with homebrew and things that you should be aware of if you want to do homebrew yourself. Homebrew, if done improperly and without proper oversight of the GM, can lead to major game-breaking issues, not just in terms of mechanics but also in terms of fun. Everyone wants to feel powerful, or weak depending on the game. It's often unfun to have some insanely overpowered thing be added to the game, no matter what it is without certain restrictions. Especially if that power is only given to one player, causing a major imbalance in the party dynamic. This isn't some isekai power fantasy where you can solo all your problems. In TTRPGs, you have to work with your party to accomplish your goals. That's kind of the point. For a successful homebrew, I recommend the following. 1. Make sure it's something your GM and everyone else in the party is comfortable with. The game is meant to be enjoyed by everyone involved. 2. Make sure that it's not game-breaking in terms of game balance or for the party's power dynamic. You don't want one person dominating everything and leaving everyone behind, because it A. removes all sense of struggle or accomplishment, and B. makes the game less fun for everyone else who isn't the overpowered asshole. Everyone in the party wants to be on a relatively even playing field with their peers, and not be strong-armed by the OP asshole with a 3d100 plus 60 sword that they got at level 2 from their homebrew race because trust me bro, it's totally balanced. And 3. Make sure it enhances the immersion experience of the game and does not detract from it instead. Be it fun lore, cool mechanics, or new items, you want to enhance the experience first and foremost. Now why should you do homebrew after all of that? Because if done properly, it can make your game so much better. Be it fixing or adapting mechanics, or adding something entirely new, homebrew can bring new life to a game, and is especially recommended for seasoned players who know the base game exceptionally well and want to try something new. If you have any fun stories of your own homebrew, then let me know in the comment section below. I love hearing your stories and experiences. That's all I have for today though. I've been very busy with other projects these last few weeks, like my TTRPG Andromeda and the Cursecraft SMP that I stream on Mondays on Twitch. If you enjoyed today's video, then consider liking or subscribing, as it goes a long way to helping make more content for all of you. All my socials are linked in the description below, including my TikTok, Twitter, public Discord server, and Twitch channel where I stream 3 days a week now with Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, alongside some other surprise streams every once in a while. If you want to hear me ramble live, then come say hi! As always, thank you all so much for watching, and take care out there.